Hey there! This is Wally Wabowlhead, and this is Wally Wabowlhead's Quick Bite. Oh! Thanks for tuning in today. Happy Monday. Hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. Today is Monday, October the 3rd, 2016. I am here with my ducky friend Ferdinando, the talking duck. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, Wally. I had a great weekend, and it was, wonderful to finally have a hat to wear. I went to the mall with my hat, and it was very well received by all of the other ducks. They loved it. Very jealous. So thank you again.
All right, good. So today, what's the mall like in Ducktown?
Duckville, actually. It's, like the mall, just filled with ducks. Same type stuff.
All right. Another thing that's good to know. So, anyhow, today we're going to talk quickly about portion control. Over the past couple weeks, if you guys have been tuning in, we've been talking about trying to maximize nutrition and fiber per calorie. You want to try to eat well when you can. So the next question is portion control. Okay, so you've figured out what ingredients and what ingredients make up a healthy meal. How much of this to eat? What I did, to give you an example to run through this, is to go online. It's actually calculator.com, I believe, where you can.
Yeah, you're dragging a little bit there, Wally.
Yeah. All right. So a woman, 35 years old, 5'4", 120 pounds, mildly active 1 to 3 times a week. She requires, I think it's 1,683 calories a day to maintain that weight. So what do you eat to make up that 1,683 calories? If you're going with the 1 to 1 ratio of calories from carbs, proteins, and fats, which is what I promote, which is what I do, it's what my wobbles are, all at that 1 to 1 ratio, you would divide that number by 3, right? So which gives you 561. So those are the number of calories each protein, carbs, proteins, and fats, 561. Now you divide 561 by 4, and I'm looking down at a cheat sheet here, you get 140. So you want 140 grams of carbs and protein, and then only 63 grams of fat per day to make up that 100 or 1,683 calories. All right, so now the next question is how many times a day do you eat? I eat like 6 or 7 times, but most people, eat either 3, 4, 5 times. Let's say you're eating 5 times a day. That breaks it down to roughly 28 grams of carbs, 28 grams of protein, and 12 grams of fat per meal, 5 meals per day. That keeps you in homeostasis right there. So you're not gaining weight, you're not losing weight. The rule of thumb with weight loss is 3,500 calories equates to 1 pound. So you either lower the amount of calories you're putting in or up the calories that you're putting out, and eventually that'll work. With regards to weight loss or weight gain, the same thing holds true. So 28, 28, 12, which just so happens to be the numbers that equate to the vegan wobble. 28, 28, 12. The all natural, or the original rather, and the gluten-free are a little bit less than that, but that's a good spot. So, with regards to weight loss again, because most people, even the super fit and healthy, are always looking to lose weight. Just a quick note on this with regards to ketosis and low carb dieting. It works. If you get rid of carbs out of your diet, you're gonna lose weight. If looking down on the scale and seeing a lesser number is what your goal is, then I'd go for it. Just cut carbs out of your diet. But if you're looking for a long-term solution you need some sort of carbs. You need sugar. Your body's gonna react. I've never tried it, so I can't say for sure. But I've heard some horror stories. So be careful if you do it, but it does work. And then, you can gradually get back onto a more balanced diet. Portion control, real quick. After I keep on going, a cup of grains is roughly 40 grams of carbs. Whether it's quinoa, whether it's rice, whether it's bulgur, whether it's buckwheat. A cup of a protein source, chicken, fish, is roughly 40 grams of protein. Green vegetables, so that's pretty much your starches are similar. So potatoes, root vegetables, a cup of that is roughly 40 grams of carbs. Legumes, roughly 40 grams of carbs as well, but you're also getting about 10 grams of protein and 15 grams of fiber. So the whole net fiber argument plays into factor there, and that's something that we'll talk about in another quick bite. Green vegetables that have been cooked, you can pretty much eat as much of those as you want. They have an equal number of carbs and protein, especially spinach, are close to it. And when you factor in the fiber content, it's pretty much a wash. And we'll talk more about what I'm talking about with that at a later point in time. But so a cup, which is roughly the size of your fist, if you don't know what a cup is, 8 ounces, 40 grams of carbs for any sort of rice or grain or starch. Legumes are also that 40 grams of carbs, but there's protein and fiber. Protein sources, 40 grams in a cup as well. Seeds and nuts. I haven't even talked about the fat with regards to portion control because that's a different can of worms.
And we boo like the worms.
We boo like the worms, he said. So, anyhow, kind of a dull Wally Wabowlhead's quick bite today, but talking about portion control, it's your fist. So remember, if you're trying, if you're a woman, 5'4", 120 pounds, trying to maintain it, this is a 40 grams of carbs. A lot of times you go out and get a rice bowl, that's 40 grams of carbs right there. So just be aware. Anyhow, Wally Wabowlhead here, and I will talk to you tomorrow with Wally Wabowlhead's Quick Bite.